Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are off to Hardwick Festival. I think it's just called Hardwick Festival now. It used to be Hardwick Live. And we're very lucky. We've got some free press. Well, that's the parking one. But we've got some free tickets to get in because we're working. But we're going to show you what it's like just to go to Hardwick Festival. So pop along. Band even started. Join us. See what happens there. Over then. We got all our cameras ready, and don't forget that parking pass, of course. We knew the food was going to be expensive, so we filled our bellies up with these huge breakfasts from Wetherspoons before we went. Right, we've made it here. As you've seen, we went into Spoons and we got a not a free all-day breakfast, but it was the same price as the small one. We got a big one for the same price as a small one, so I think the wrap's on the blink. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Good for me. For you.
And we've managed to get parked a little bit closer. Not quite in where we want it to be, but it's not too bad. So we're just making our way to the box office now. And it's usually cocked up when we get there. Yeah, there's usually no tickets waiting for us when there should be. But we'll see what happens.
All fun.
Right, we've queued up for our passes to get in. Now we have to queue up to go through security again. Well, we've already been through security once, but we have to do it again apparently. And then we have to go and find the stage. And there's another cabin down there where we will get our photo passes.
Yeah. Get your free
We did eventually get through. And the first thing is that there's this little area around here. There's a little band on. All right, let's tell you who's on this year. Let's have a look. Well, what time is it now? We're just nearly 3 o'clock. We've got the Sherlocks coming on. They'll be already on. And that's today and tomorrow. Little fairground for the kids. Brenda sometimes likes to go on the fairground. I haven't got a microphone attached to me, so I don't know how good this is picking it up.
Right.
It might not be very good at all, but the band, the Sherlocks, is on now, but we have to make our way right down the bottom to the stage and find our photo passes. But I'm guessing that by the time we get there...
Then we went back down there again, so...
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we're going to miss the opportunity to photograph the Charlatans unless they're running late, of course. So let's have a look what's going on down here. So we made our way down the hill, all the way down to the bottom. We finally, after a bit of a conflab, managed to get our press pit passes, our photo passes. We got in and we saw the end of the Sherlocks. No, it wasn't the Sherlocks. Yeah, it was the Sherlocks. And yeah, we managed to get a few pictures. Here's a couple of pictures of them anyway. It's a shame really that I can't let you listen to the band because they were really good, but I know for a fact that I'll get some kind of copyright strike, and then that means all the money goes to the band and nothing comes to me. Not that we're making much, but you know, a few quid here and there. We were lucky enough to be right next to the Free Greg's van, and we got some sausage rolls and some spicy pizzas as well. Can't be bad. So we have managed to get backstage, well, not backstage, front of stage. That's what we're supposed to be doing, this thing there. But it's apparently it's got really strict this there, and we may not be allowed in for all of the bands, which is rubbish because that's what we've actually come for, to take photos of bands, so I'm not really sure what's going on. We just had the Sherlocks, that's who's been on the Sherlocks. We've got Heaven 17 coming on next, and then we have Sophie Ellis-Bextor, and I can't remember who's on it for that. I know Snow Patrol are on later on, so we'll just have to see what happens, see how it gets on. So it was time to photograph Heaven 17 next. I don't know if you remember them. They were from round about 1980s time, something like that. They were pretty good, very professional. Here's a couple of pictures anyway. We've had our freebie, what's it called? Freebie Greg's, yeah, our sausage roll. And then the guy from Heaven 17, he's getting freebie Greg's as well. So we're sharing the Greg's with the stars. So Sophie Ellis-Bextor was on next, bless her cotton socks. I was so amazed at how many of her songs I actually knew, and I really enjoyed it. What a great show she put on, strutting about the stage all over the place and just never stopped dancing. It's so energetic. Great show. Here's Brenda trying to get a couple of snaps. These were her work. We're only allowed 3 songs in the pits and then we have to move on. So we thought we'd have a little walk around and we went into the woods. That's what this area is called. Brenda was right into it, as you can see. I hope I don't get a copyright strike on this one. You can see the young'uns thinking, what the hell is this old guy doing walking around here? Brenda, on the other hand, still thinks she's 17. When's she going to grow up, that woman? So moving on from into the woods area, we went up to the Treehouse Arena, where, amazingly, Dolly Parton was on. It wasn't really Dolly Parton. But what a fantastic job she did there, and the crowd were absolutely loving it. Obviously, you can't hear a word I'm saying here, as it was absolutely really loud. That's why I've got earphones in, because I don't want to go deaf again. The last one we did, I was deaf for a few days, so I've learnt my lesson from that. Anyway, we found Kevin and Perry in the Treehouse Arena again. Again, obviously, it's not the real people, but the crowd didn't seem to matter. Just look at them, they were having a really good time.
Right, so this is the courtyard. It's
So again, this isn't my kind of music at all, but you know, people are absolutely loving it. And there's different areas for different kinds of music and, you know, different genres all over the place. So there's something for you to do. There's even like a children's playground and stuff. So plenty to do for families and that. It's a great day out. Yep, that's long enough for me. Get me out of here! Cheers, guys. Thank you. Right, let's have a little walk around. I'll just show you some of the different areas, the different food outlets, different bars. There's another disco area here which is playing one of Brenda's favourite songs, Young Hearts Run Free. But I'm just going to have to talk over the top because I'm bound to get a copyright strike on it. And we don't want that, do we? So there's all kinds of different outlets, whether you want donuts or you want gin or you want Guinness or you just want beer. I know last year there was a stall that was selling fish finger sandwiches. They were about £6, mind. I'm not sure if he's here this year. I'm not going to pay that much for a fish finger sandwich anyway. And that's why we went to Spoons, really. It does actually seem a lot busier than normal. Round, actually, well, as you can see, there's loads of these posh tents. Good stuff going on. Crazy women shouting. Sophie Ellis-Bextor's just finished, so everybody's heading out into another area. I'll just show you this video. So you can probably see it's a massive bar, this one. No queues at all. And the beer, it's festival prices in it, £6.90, £7.50. And any 4, or is it like
Are you going both sides?
any 4 cocktails, £4.25? Found what was going on there.
I just. I was wondering what was going on.
Well, the show does. Anyway.
Queues, like in the middle of a queue.
Always busy, these Greek street food ones. That's what we need to open one of these.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Always. Wow, look at the size of the queue. to the streets through there. That's where we've just been into the woods, where it was noisy and you saw Brenda dancing. This one's busy as well. This does look very nice. The food. Look at that.
I'll have something.
And Chinese noodles if you need it. You can see how busy it is. I know they said there'd been about 10,000 people through the gates, and that was round about the 5 p.m. mark. I've never seen it this busy, and I've been coming for about 7 or 8 years. I know the weather's probably had something to do with it, but I think they've been heavily advertising it as well. They're going to let us in to photograph the Charlatans in the end. This one song, I'm Allowed. Hopefully we can get it to do Snow Patrol as well. I don't know what's going on this year, it's just all gone a bit mental. We should have enough fun there, but anyway, it's a bit crazy, thought. See how it goes. So there'd been such a mix-up and a kerfuffle about who was going to be let in to take photos. I think we down near the bottom, so we weren't first choice to be let in, but I persevered, and they did let us in to do one song of each band. Not great, but, you know, that's the way it is. It's about £39, but like I say, you can't hear a word of it. Brenda's only got a nice little Pepsi, because she's a good girl. Right, got one more band to come on, and then we're off. Cheers, me dear. So I'm down in the pit, just waiting for the last band to come on. That's Snow Patrol, and the crowd were getting really excited waiting for them. It's a good job I had my earplugs in with this girl screaming in my ear. It's a good laugh down there. It's always a great atmosphere. Anyway, the band came on to rapturous applause, if that's the right word. The crowd were really loving it. It's amazing how many songs you actually know of these bands. Sometimes I think, who are these? But then you realise who they are. What a great night. So that's it. God knows what the quality is like. It's in the dark, but it's supposed to be good in low light. Currently, what we see on the screen doesn't represent what actually is getting filmed. So that was it. We're on our way. Boom, we've finished. So that's it, the end of another great day. We hope you enjoy that. If you have, don't forget, give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. It really helps the channel along. And we will catch you next time when hopefully we're out in Foxy the van. Bye-bye now.